Okay, let's go. Sup Warriors, it's Exercise 1 live stream, week 139. How are you guys doing? How was your week? I hope you had a productive week. I definitely had one. We had so much revelations with hair. So yeah, you all guys need to like progress to like lesson 6 so you can experience the beautiful lesson 6 that we're about to deliver. Okay, so we have 12 submissions and let's get right into it. And first up we have Marquise. Where is my pen? Hello. Okay. Oh, by the way, hi to Alex, hi to Larvan. Okay, so Marquise says, what's up, Julia? Last week you asked to see one more profile and front view study. Here's the profile study I did. Yeah, so that's like pretty much possible, really close. Okay, this one is also pretty good. The only thing is, if I, so see how there's like this awkward space in here, and this is kind of not what we are looking for. So always in side profile, make sure, so like if there's like the border of the eyeball, to avoid this weird space in here, so you have the nose and stuff, so that's the nose, just connect it like that. Yeah, and then this to that. So instead of having the awkward space, it's like the eyeball is covering the connection of the nose. So that would be the only thing that I would change here, pretty much. So yeah, for next week, because everything else on this line looks pretty good. So literally the change would be like this. That would be the only change I would do, which is like pretty small change. Everything else seems solid. So yeah, you're missing the front. So yeah, I like this 3/4. I like this side except for this eyeball thingy. So I'm gonna post to the Discord the change, and for next week I wanna see you fixing this. So submit, like, overpaint your work and show me this change. And I want to see a front, and if the front's gonna be fine, you may want to move on to lesson 2. So really good job, Marquise, you're doing really good. Just show me a front and fix this little thing on this set, okay? So great job, keep going, and we'll see each other next week. Oh my god. What, can I have some... Why is like not on my face? Okay, now it's better. Okay, next up we have Elsie. Let me take a little sip of my coffee. Elsie says, hi Julia, I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great day as well, Elsie. I wanted to go like, I don't even know what I wanted to say. Something with your name in it, okay. Last week, make the cheekbone arch line lower. Do 2 drawings this week. Spend more time focusing on details. Thanks for all the critique. Okay. So yeah, last week, pretty good, except this was like really pushed too high, too much into the face. It should be more natural. Okay, so I feel like definitely the structure now is definitely getting so much better. It feels like the lines though, they like literally what I would do with this, I would like take it and then I would like fade it away, because like the lines are just too inky right now. So that would fix it. And this way, this is like the lines that we want. So see, like before, like see, if you like color pick it now, this like 14%. I feel like in here it's like, yeah, like almost like 11%. I'm talking like the, so for example, like this is like 0, so it's like pure black. And then like this is like, I don't know if you can even see on the live stream, but there's like changes. And I feel like I wouldn't go like beneath like 20 for like lanes, because like this is like inky category and it's really easy to make it inky. Okay, so lines lighter like this. And then for the actual lane, I think it's like it's a really good lane actually. So good job on this front for sure. The only thing, I feel like the head shape is a little bit, just a bit like too much, too round. So I would definitely show like, you know, don't overdo it, but like this saddle corner in here, and then the top probably not as sharp. Yeah, so other than that, really good lane. I feel like you definitely fixed the issue with the arches in here, and everything feels pretty good. Oh, one thing I noticed, it's a pretty big thing. See how your lines, like these lines, you know, and this is like this little shape is being created. This line, it always connects to the line of the area. Okay, so let me change that because it's a pretty big mistake. And it's gonna play a bad trick in planes. That's why we need to fix it. Okay, so this connects like that. And this connects like this. Yeah. I will kind of imply that this goes like that. Okay. So before, after. Okay. So really great job on this one, LC. I'm gonna save it for the Discord, the changes, so you can check it out. It's really subtle. It's mostly this area, a little bit the head shape, and the lines slightly too dark. Okay. So I'm gonna save it for the Discord, so you can check out the changes. And for this one, yeah, I feel like for this one, again, like the arch, like I feel like you estimated the like where the like this, like I would do it higher, like yeah, a little bit higher, and that would like help with the way that the arch is behaving. Okay. So I would connect this arch like this. And the other line like this, and that would make the arch more like not as steep as you had it. Okay, so that would be the change in here. But it's like, I understand, like everything else is really good in here. Okay, except for the lines, like again, just to prove my point, like I'm just like glazing over it with like the lighter value really gently, and it went from like to inky to like really good lines. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna save this one for the Discord as well, LC. Overall, both of these works are like really solid. So what I want you to work on is a little bit, you know, like always when you're thinking about the arch, like try to think if the curve is like gentle, right? So for example, that's really like extreme, and like this is more like gentle, you know. Same in here, like, you know, how it should have been more like that, right? And like yours was just like too harsh. So I think that's a good rule of thumb that you can kind of try thinking about, Elsie. It's just like, if you feel like you have to do your arch with like, you cannot execute it with like one line or something, like you have to struggle so much to fit it, that usually means that, you know, like something is wrong. Okay, so that's the fix. But as I said, they're looking really good. So for next week, I want to see another side, another front, and maybe like a 3/4, because I feel like now both those works are like really up to quality. So maybe you can try experimenting with doing 3 works. But I feel like you're really close to getting back to lesson 2, so I'm really happy because now I know that you're gonna actually have like so much easier time in lesson 2. So yeah, I'm excited to see 3 more next week, and we will see if that's gonna be the time to go back to lesson 2. So great job, Elsie. Do 3 more, and we will see each other next week. Nonetheless, great job. Okay. Next up, we have Zami. Hi, Julia. Zami here. You mentioned that my line from the corner of the eyebrow. Wait, we're in the lanes. There's no eyebrows. Okay, wait. Okay, corner of the eyebrow to the top of the cheekbone. So long. This week I tried to fix it, but making it shorter. In the new lane I did. Hopefully it is correct now. Thanks in advance. Oh, yeah. This line. Okay. This line. Yeah, this line was too long. Okay. Wow, that's a really solid lane, Zami. That's really good lane right here that you're having. A couple of things. So this feels really, really good. The first thing that I spotted is that this eye is like significantly, like if we're gonna like trace it, this eye here, it's significantly bigger than the other eye, right? So if we take it, why did I trace it without the new layer? No! Can I fix it? My god. Did my Photoshop die? I can't click anything. Oh, okay. Okay. So... okay, so like if that's this one, actually a little bit bigger. And if we take it over, see how smaller it is? Obviously, don't use the tools, I just did it to show. So I'm gonna grab this eye and just make it more fitting the other eye. So it's bigger. I feel like I made it too big though. Okay, and now get rid of the weirdness. Okay, so before, and now they are like more even. So that would be one thing. So be careful with the eyeballs, you know, because like what it's gonna lead to is like when you're gonna move on to lesson 2 or lesson 3, this eye is gonna be bigger than the other eye. So we obviously want them symmetrical. Okay, now this eye looks like it's a little bit like an egg. So maybe I should try. Alright, more like this. Okay, so the eyeballs. Other than that, the only thing that I may like, yeah, I feel like, okay, that's a little bit of a problem. So see how wide your circle is? So if your circle is so wide, right? Like we're supposed to stick the triangle in planes. Like you're gonna, like, even if you don't want it, you're gonna like push back the cheekbones and you're gonna make him look. So to counter that, this second circle should be more like that. So like this. And on the other side as well. And this way you can really easily stick a triangle of the cheekbone in here. Okay, so that would be the changes I would do. So I'm gonna post it on the Discord, Zami, so you can check it out. overall, this is like you have really beautiful silhouette and you fixed the issue from last week, so great job on that. I really love this nose, the mouth, like the mouth circle. The lines are really good, so yeah. I feel like if you're gonna fix those issues with like asymmetrical eyeballs and a little bit of this second circle, I feel like you're gonna be good to go. So great job, Zami. I'm gonna post on the Discord, so make sure you check out this second circle and spend a little bit more time to make your eyeballs like perfectly the same, okay? So great job, keep going, and I will see you next week. Okay, next up we have Victor. Hello, this is my first time submitting. Welcome to the live streams. And I'm looking forward to my first critique. I am looking forward to it as well. I don't have any specific questions, but I feel that my weak point at the moment is drawing the nose and lips. I also feel like my lines might be a bit too thin. Alrighty, look forward to hearing your feedback, and sorry if I made any mistake with submitting, thank you. So far so good, really beautiful first layer. Yeah, really good. Oh my god, a month or so ago. Oh, this is such a sad lane. But like everybody starts in here. You know, just saying, like, even though this is kind of busted, like your silhouette, like pretty good. So that's something. Whoa. Hold on. Okay, so like there are signs of like build up here, but like this, if I zoom out, there's nothing here. So that's a good way to check, by the way. So if, for example, open work of, maybe not of Elsie, but if you just look at any lay-ins on the Discord, so can I like, yeah, if you like zoom out, like you can still see it. I'm like, okay, that was unfair because this one is bigger. Okay, now it should be even. Okay, so like I'm here and I still see it and yours completely disappeared. I don't know if this is visible on the stream, but that's a good rule of thumb of how to check your lines. Anyway, so let's keep looking. Yeah, okay, so my man, like this is, those lines are really, really extremely severely too thin, and I feel like your lay-ins are not that bad. I feel like they have some potential, but yeah, even on the tracing, those small ass lines, yeah, get rid of that. Okay, so if we open, oh yeah, even the one that I had here for a second, yeah, this one, if you look at the, okay, let me do it like this. Okay. Okay, so for example, look how, so this is how your lines should look like on the tracing. See how they are like thick and really clear, you know, and those are like, first of all, really unconfident and you cannot really tell anything. You're not considering the overlap. So for example, you didn't erase this from here, you know, to show that this is overlapping it. You didn't like really bother to remove this as well. So, and see how in this is like a final product in here that's just happens to be on top of the reference, and then the person just had to like copy it. And like if you're gonna like have your tracing so like not worked on, you're gonna transfer all of the mistakes from it onto your like you're just gonna have to do a lot of thinking. Okay, so that's my first point. Improve your tracing, make them with thicker brush, and make sure that you're like thinking about the final product. So for example, this line is unnecessary, this shouldn't be here, and like then, you know, this line and this line, is just make sure it's clean and clear like that. And second of all, the lines. So your lines, I feel like they were done with some kind of this brush, so it's literally like 3 points for me. You know, like it literally looks like a blob if you like push it without the sensitivity. And the kind of lines we are looking for, they're like this, right? So those are the lines that are on this drawing. Now, even when I'm doing like an arrow, like this is the kind of lines that we are looking for. And the size of this brush was something like that. See? So that's the difference. So make sure you're using a bigger, way much bigger brush, and you're actually like, you know, like doing all the line exercises. So do all the dots, but like make sure you do them with this kind of brush. And make sure that you're doing the exercise with like building up the lines. So you do a line and then you like build it up to the silky state. So yeah, thank you so much for submitting, Victor. This is a great start. So what I want you to do for the next week is make your tracing look more like this, and also make your lines look more like this. So definitely bigger brush, you know. So that's gonna be really beneficial, because right now it's really hard to even critique your sketches, because they look flat from the get-go because of the lines. So it's really hard to judge them. So I highly recommend you work on those lines and you work on those tracings. So super happy that you're here. I'm looking forward to working a little bit on these lines. That's gonna be a great before and after. So yeah, I'm looking forward to see your progress. So start up with the stuff that I mentioned, and yeah, do 3 more and we'll see each other next week, okay? Great job. Okay, next up we have Tyrek. Okay, Tyrek says, "Hi Julia, last time you told me to work on simplifying my mouth and fixing my eyes. I don't really have any questions, so any feedback will be greatly appreciated. Thanks for the critique, Tyrek." Okay, so that was last week. Yeah, definitely we don't need that for now. What's the other thing? Fixing eyes, and yeah, it's a bit asymmetrical. Yeah, mouth again, like that's too much. Oh yeah, that was a real struggle, those eyes and those mouths. Let's see. Sheesh! Yeah, oh my god, like this, you needed that so much. Like the simplification for the lips, like it immediately boosted your work so much better. Yeah. Okay, lips definitely 10,000 times better now. I think this one is like your best work so far. Okay, so... Okay, I think we have this one done by Marquise today and it was pretty good, so maybe we can look at the differences a little bit. Okay, so the main thing, I think it's kinda in the arch. Okay, now it's kind of even. So, Tyrek, I want you to take like a look. First of all, I feel like Marquise kind of captured the curvature of this guy a little bit better. Yours kind of feels like those lips feel really like a bit flat. Okay, I'm really glad that you didn't do the mistake that Marcus previously had, so like we don't have the awkward space in here, so that's really good. But then like, look at, if I were to like, we don't even need to look at this one honestly, but if we look at the model and we trace the jaw, like how it is, it's actually like this, like straight, and then like that. Like that. And yours, it's like, it's in a good place, but this shouldn't be tilted like that. This should be more straighter, and then goes like that. So that's what I would change. So that's the first thing. And then like, look at your arch. Like your arch, it's like this, like those two lines, they feel really like disconnected from each other. So if we assume that this is like the place where probably the area corner would be, and then like this in here, and we go from like this point, I feel like it's hard, but I feel like it's doable. Okay. Almost. But like, if you cannot do it, that means that maybe the area should have been more like this. You know? Yeah, I think that's exactly how it should have been. Let's see, but like, this arch should be like one line. Never like split it into two. Because like, if you split it in two, that means that there is like something off. Okay? So that would be it for this side. So really important, you know, the arch was looking like two lines, and also this angle in here. Okay, so maybe I'm gonna arch. Oh yeah, and also big thing, I can do it actually on top of your sketch. Like, never ever show this like this weirdness in here. Like, keep it simple, keep it like this. Yeah, so that's really important as well. So I'm gonna save it for a Discord direct so you can check it out. So most important thing is this arch needs to be more seamless. So keep it always with one line. So that's really important. Don't draw this weird stuff in here. And this jaw, like, this is nothing like the reference. It needs to be more straight on the reference. So always look at it. Pay attention. Yeah, this one is pretty good. But I feel like something you may start to incorporate into your works now, because they are like really good as they are, but what they kind of are missing is like the deeper understanding of the nose. So we always start up with the little line in here, and then we do a little bit longer line, and then we connect it, and it's really important that this line is smaller and this line is longer. And in yours, like, yes, I feel like you get the concept, but it's like the overall, like the plane is just too big. Like, it's gonna look way better if it's gonna be a little bit simpler. I feel like it needs to be a little bit more tilted. Like something like this. And then you can attach the other stuff to it. Yeah, so I feel like you get the tapering, but like try to pay more attention, and like it's really rarely that this big nose would be like that big, so try to like make the bridges a little bit smaller. Yeah, and in here this bridge is like great size, but it's missing the tapering, so that should be more like this. Now just to see that the top is smaller and the bottom is bigger. Okay, so I'm gonna save this for Discord so you can check it out as well, direct. But overall, you're doing really good. I feel like you fixed the issues from the last week, so it's amazing. So for next week, I want you to, first of all, like do another side profile and kind of pay more attention to like the angles of everything. And for the other works, pay more attention to the noses. Everything else is looking really good, okay? So do that for next week, Tyrek. You're definitely progressing. There's just like some subtle stuff that you need to take care of, and you're gonna be good to go. So great job. See you next week. Okay, next up we have Mohammed Dyer. Whoa, whoa, that's crazy. Okay. Hello, Julia. Kinda messed up on this week's layings. Not my best try. I will hopefully fix all my mistakes and things I'm still doing wrong by next week, hopefully. I don't really have any questions because I still need to improve more, so I will ask next week. Okay. So this is last week. Yeah, like pretty good. It's just like the lines a little bit not it, and it had some smaller issues. Okay. Okay. Okay, so like I feel like now it's like we definitely like I like how we moved up from like those really small lines, but now they are good thickness, but they're a little bit too dark. Okay, so this is like the difference. Yeah, definitely better. But what you would need to do for these lines now is like after you're at this point, I would like go glaze, like fade a little bit, fade down a little bit, and then maybe just maybe add like few really subtle strokes, and this way they're gonna look a lot better. So that's before, see, like really dark, and that's the after. See, like yours are like too dark, and that's kind of like what we want. As for the structure, yeah, I feel like you're tracing. Yeah, I feel like you like this is like better structure-wise, but I understand you wanted to like focus on the structure a bit more. But I feel like for the tracing, like this line is a little bit too thick. So I feel like the perfect line for tracing would be something in between. So not like how you had it before. So not this, not how you have it now. So like this, but more like something in the middle. Just yeah, something like this. Yeah. So I think like the biggest thing is that you didn't really like I feel like you just need to like trace more in depth, because for example the biggest things I see in here is that you left this space in here, you know, and it shouldn't be like this. It's like the line for the eye area in here, and then the arch goes over it, right? And they all meet, like there is no space in here, and then the arch, like I know that on the 3D model it looks like it goes like this and there's the circle, but how it should be actually is like the arch should meet with the circle. So it should be actually be like that. So these two meet, you know? So there shouldn't be this space. Okay? So for next week I want you to keep working on your lines. Make sure you're not like you're connecting this and then your arch reaches the mouth circle. And for the tracing, look a little bit smaller brush. So yeah, I'm gonna save it for the Discord, Mohammed, so so you can check it out. But yeah, definitely great improvement from here. I really like, I see a lot of potential now, but again, similar issue, like this should all meet in one point, not like this is like too much space in here, and then like this should, the arch should connect with the mouth. Okay, so yeah, great job, Mohammed, like already great improvement from last week. But now just like try make your lines a little bit less dark, work on making these connected, and make sure that your arch is connected to the mouth circle. So great job, keep going, and I will see you next week. Okay, next up is Mari, and Mari says, hold on, no, that's not what Mari says, but I gotta take a sip of my coffee. Mari says, hello Julia, last week you mentioned my corners tend to be very harsh and to work on translating my tracing to my freehand. Those are the things I focused on this week, and I don't have any specific questions. Thanks again and have a good week. Thanks and have a good week as well. We will see. So this, wait, hold on. This was last week, yeah, really like, those corners could kill somebody. I'm like certain of that. Oh, what's up, Asia? Hello, hello. She's saying sub doodlers with a dab. Okay. So yeah, that was last week. And then yeah, like definitely way better corners. This one. Yeah. All of the snow still could kill somebody. And this one. yeah. Oh, this one I feel like it's mm, definitely you're onto something with this one. Okay. Let me just check one thing real quick. Yeah, this feels a little too low. Okay. So let me see. Okay, yeah. So I want to show, like, cause like how I read, like, first thing that I spotted looking at this lane was that this corner was like too low, and it's like you cannot really tell on the reference because obviously it's like so round, right? Like this is really big, so you don't know. So why does it seem off to me is because I'm thinking like the corners, they will always be following the same perspective as everything else on the face, right? So you would use this kind of measurement, you would use it on like the eye area, right? So that's like the most angle that we are like the most sure of, and everything needs to follow it. So yeah, because of that, this follows it, nose follows it, really good. Lips follows it, really good as well. The chin somewhat follows it, but if we take it to here, you can see like if this is the middle in here, right? And the corner then should be in here, and it's here. So that's how you can like check to make your corner be in the correct place. So I'm gonna bring it up so it can match up, but that's one thing that you can kind of pay attention to. And like everybody, this is like a great trick for like keeping the corners in check. Okay, see, like immediately looks more structural. Okay, so that's great. Another thing, I feel like I feel like you kind of, I mean, I don't know, but I just feel like this is a little bit higher. Like his glabella, like your glabella feels really long, elongated, and I feel like it should be more like this. So I would just raise this a little bit. So I would raise it to be here. And this way we're gonna bring some more 3D to the entire thing. Like that. Because if you think about it, how I spotted that is because this, like, what we want from this nose, we want it to be like a box, right? And in a box, like these two lines, they need to be like somehow, they need to be like this, you know? And like depending on the perspective, they will just like converge like that. And if it's like that, like they're just like not gonna communicate anything. So that's why I wanted to adjust it. And you can see that now it actually feels like a real boxy shape because of raising this a little bit. Okay. So yeah, that would be the changes. So this corner and this nose a little bit. Other than that, it's a really, really solid lane. So yeah. Maybe only the lines are still a little bit too inky, so I would like really gently lace over them. So we can kind of get rid of that really inky lines. So before and after, before, after. So I'm gonna save it for the Discord, Maddie, so you can check it out. But overall, like really, like your works, they're like starting to go into this like passing category, so it's like really good. Because last week they were kind of far from it, but yeah, like especially this one, feel like this one is like your best work so far. Okay, and then we have this one. Yeah, in here I feel like the silhouette is kind of weird because you can clearly see on the reference like the silhouette is kind of like this. So like you have the nose, this going in, this is like really that, this is like that, and this is like that. And I feel like if we like put it in here, like look how much different it is. So like all of this, you know, shouldn't be like that. So like this shouldn't be here. This angle is like too, like this is like this and this is like that. So yours is like too steep. And then like you're missing this whole thing in here. So yeah, I feel like for side views, you're still gonna need some practice. So I'm gonna save it for the Discord because it's like, I feel like it's gonna show you a lot. Everything else, like structure-wise, like I feel like you understand, but the silhouette is like so important in the side views that you cannot overlook it like that, because this is like a different person than that because of that. Okay, and then for this one, yeah, this one is a little bit weird and weak again because I feel like you missed some angles. So if you look at the angle of this nose, that's the angle of this nose. And if we do the same on yours, like yours feels a lot more like upright. Yeah, see, like mine, like yours is more upright and this one is like that. Okay, so I feel like that's the angle of that. And also is a little bit like look. So we have this angle, you know, and everything is like semi like following it. So like this also follows it, and then like look what you did for the chin. And like I know that this is kind of how it looks on the reference, but like that's the part of the like design and like understanding perspective. Just because it looks like that on the reference doesn't mean that you have to draw it like that. Like always, perspective and structure is like above whatever weirdness is happening. So I'm gonna save it for the Discord as well, Maddie, so you can check it out. So for next week, I wanna for sure see another side where you're like considering the silhouette a bit more. I want to see a 3/4 when you're also paying attention to all the angles and all the guidelines. And then for the front, you're doing pretty good, but like be careful with those boxes and like be careful with the corners. Make sure that again, it's following the guidelines. Okay, so great job, Maddie. You're doing amazing. You're definitely really close. So just work on all this stuff. We will see each other next week. I'm really happy with your progress, okay? Next up, we have Jeffrey. Wow, this is literally a notepad, but like the old one. Interesting. Let me take a sip of my coffee. Okay. So Jeffrey says, hi Julia, I've purchased the course in the mid-January and this is the first time I submit my work. I also watched my day one work, attached my day one work and now to show my progress. That's amazing. Please roast me so that I can know what I need to improve. Many thanks. I don't roast people, I'm just like giving critiques. Like I'm a good person. Questions. I am not sure if I understood build-up line correctly. I tried to do my best and please help to point out if there is any mistakes. 2. A dumb question. I trained and forced myself to draw from the shoulder, but sometimes it still feels more nature and precise to draw from the wrist. For example, I tend to draw the eyeballs from the wrist because it is a lot of more precise. Do I have to draw everything from the shoulder? Okay, so that's a great question, you know, and I feel like you know, it's really important to draw from the shoulder, because like literally if I try to do the same circle from the wrist right now, like, well, you know, like I cannot. So I feel like for eyeballs, it's like it depends, because if you, for example, need to draw an eyeball, right? So we have this and we have that. So those are like the biggest points for like the so there are two methods to do it, to do those circles. First method would be to like train the movement and like draw the circle like that, and then like obviously tweak it if it's not perfect. So like this, you get the circle, and this was done from the shoulder, because if I try to do a circle from the wrist like that, like it's just gonna look like a potato, you know? Like I literally cannot do it any other way than with moving my whole shoulder, or at least my elbow. But the shoulder is gonna be the best for it because it's the most stable. But if you, for example, want to do this with the other method, it's like, damn, I'm still using my shoulder. I thought it's gonna be a point that you can use wrist for really small lines. But like kind of for these lines, like it's pretty, like maybe it's like, oh, I feel like I'm actually moving both my shoulder and my wrist and my elbow. So it's kind of like all the limbs are just like working together to make this happen. But still, I would argue that this is still, I'm still doing it from my arm. I feel like the only details that I ever do maybe from it, no, like I'm trying to like come up with like some place where I'm using the wrist, but it's like not really, because I was about to say maybe if you do like eyelashes, you do it from the wrist, but I still do it from the arm. So I don't really know. Yeah, like okay. So what I got from this little exploration, and like my failed explanation is that you should always use the shoulder, especially for the circles, because they're really hard to do from the wrist. Like if that's what we're talking about, it's gonna be really hard. Okay. Okay, so let me merge it. Okay, I'm free. Am I ready to move on to lesson 2? We will see. Shout out to the team for this amazing course, and I hope my work is acceptable. Haha, okay, we will see. Okay, so we're asking about the build-up. This I explained, so shoulder over wrist always. This is a basic question. Yeah, and shout out to the team. Oh yeah, okay. That was day 1. Oh my god, what is this? And this is now, okay. Ooh, that's pretty good. Oh my god, where is his jaw, man? You literally made him look like there's no jaw, like nothing here. He's just like a thump person. Nothing. That's just what the fuck. Okay. Okay, we'll talk about it. And then we have this one. And then we have this one. Oh, this one is definitely the best of the bunch. Yeah, this one I feel like it's the worst. This one is the best. Yeah. Okay. So maybe let's talk. Okay. The most common issue I see in all of these works is that you're focusing too much on the unnecessary details, and it's not the time to do it. Okay. So, for example, in this one, like, what is this? Like, there is not any kind of bump on the reference. Like, this is literally one line, and you did this weird thing that's like unnecessary. Like, it should have been just like one line. So that's my first thing. Then, like, what, like, I feel like, I don't know if because of the overlap with the eyeball, it got like this weird build-up, but now it feels like his bridge looks like that, like it has some kind of indentation. So be really careful how you're building up stuff. So how to fix it is like be really clear about it. So yeah, this is the line for the nose, you know, and this is what I want to show. I don't mean that there is like some indentation. Okay, and then here, this has no business looking like that. This is literally straight, like that. Very, like 100 times better. And we don't do the ass, because that just looks like, you know, like how it would sometimes, like, with a really, like, offensive comics, you know, it would be just like, this is an ass, and, you know, there's, like a lady in here, and that's just, like, you know, little legs and stuff. That's, like, not the kind of drawings we are doing here. Like, we're honoring God on those live streams and on those drawings. So we definitely don't need the little ass. Just keep it simple, you know, no need for any wings for now. Yeah, and then like a little bit of weight in here, a little bit of weight in here, and you're all set. Okay, then this corner, more subtle. We don't want the messiness. Same in here and in here. Okay, then, so yeah. So that's the before. So I got rid of the bumps and I made this less confusing, and I got rid of this weird detail. And like, this is a pretty solid lane, you know, this here. This here, that's really not it. Okay, so I'm gonna save the changes, Jeffrey, so you can check it out on the Discord. As for the build-up, yeah, I feel like you're on your way to understanding build-up. Like, your lines don't feel inky, and they feel like you're using the big brush. So it's good. The only thing is that they need to be more uniform. So, for example, if you're gonna like decide that overall you want all your drawings to, for example, be this thickness, like, why is this so thin? So like, whatever you decide for like the overall thickness to be, you need to like keep it uniform everywhere. At least in the layers for now, okay? So this one is a little bit too thin. This one was a little bit too... This one is too thick, and this one was too thin. You know, so you just have to make them match. Whatever you're doing, all of the lines have to match. That's a part of the build-up. Okay, so before, after. Okay, and in here, like, again, like, this is unnecessary. All we need here is this line, and then this line, and that's all we need. And like, you're missing this line in here, and this line in here. It also needs to be here. Again, no ass, you know, just keep it simple. And for the nose, we don't show the roundness like that. We are showing the plane. So actually, I'm gonna do it here. So we need this for the bridge, like that. And then you do this, and that will connect to the lines of the area in here, like that. And that's gonna be the whole nose. Then you have that. Yeah, so see the difference? I'm gonna take it over here. So that should have been the nose. Okay, so I'm gonna save it on the Discord as well, Jeffrey, so you can check it out. So those are kind of the core issues that I've spotted. So make sure for the next week, maybe do one new drawing, but like try to apply a lot of this feedback. So for now, we're gonna do a little bit of like quality over quantity, because like now you have a lot of quantity. So I feel like you need like 1 week where you're gonna do your best to like apply all the concept that I showed you everywhere. So like work on making the nose more into this box. Make sure you're simplifying stuff, you know. Make sure all the lines that are supposed to be here are there. Make sure you're simplifying the lips, okay? So that would be it for you, Jeffrey. Work on all of it and do like 1 or 2 drawings where you apply all of the things that I just told you about. Your lines are fine. You know, we're gonna, like, they're fine for now. Maybe we're gonna work a little bit on them later, but we need to get the structure like a bit better, you know, in order to work on the lines. So great job, Jeffrey. Super happy to see you on the live streams. Just do 2 more, work on all the stuff that I mentioned, and we will see each other next week. Okay? Next up, we have Jared. Wait, hold on. What's on the chat? Okay, Asia Napping, as always. They're saying, hi, I'm kind of new to this. Haha, I was wondering, why can I get critic from the live stream though? I submitted last week and this week. Those, I know my follow doesn't appear there. Have thanks. Oh, okay, let's see. Let's see. Whoa, wrong button. Let me just look at the folder. Okay. So who am I looking for? I'm looking for Deb Link. Can I like? Yeah, like, I don't know. Deb, like, well, like, it's not here. Neither like this week or the last week. And I don't really know what to tell you. But yeah, it's not here. Like those are all the submissions. I don't know if you like. I'm gonna like scroll it so you can tell me if like there's like you somewhere here. But yeah, I don't think I see any depth. Yeah, not really. So I don't know. You can kind of like write to the support or like maybe somebody on Discord can tell you. Maybe somebody had similar issue, but yeah, I don't really have it on the submission folder. Okay, Aidan says, hi Julia. Hi Aidan. Oh, there's like actually like Aidan, like, are you like miming? Is that a like accident? Why there's like a bunch of numbers? Like, I'm scared to download it. It looks like a fucking virus. So yeah, I mean, I can grab it, but I'm scared. Just saying. Okay. Anyways, we have Jared. Let me take a sip of my coffee. Okay. Jared says, hello. Last time I asked if I could move on to lesson 2, and I was told yes, but that I would just be sent back if there were problems I needed to address. What? I decided to do a few more lay-ins and was getting conflicting advice on Discord, telling me to move to lesson 2 or stay in lesson 1. Okay, so let's see. This is what I said. Let me see it last week. It's like Jared with 2 R. Okay. So hold on. So that's just like last week? No, like I definitely passed you. Like they are all passable. Yeah, I don't think like that there would be any problems, you know? Okay. So anyways, you got conflicted messages, and yeah, like this is all really good. I feel like, yeah, like there's always stuff to nitpick, but I feel like there's nothing that could have stopped you. Yeah, those are like older, but this one is really good. Oh man, like I feel like you're ready. I mean, oh, this one is a bit weird, actually. Yeah, but other, like, no, like, you're ready, Jared. Like, get out of here. Like, those are all really good lanes. Like, I recommend you just, those 3 new ones, just turn them into planes. I feel like you're definitely ready. Maybe in here, but I feel like in here this is just a really weird angle. Okay, yeah, this one and this one. No, I feel like you're definitely ready. Maybe in here, the only thing I would kind of change is like you're missing the kind of tapering in the nose bridge. So that would be a little bit bigger. So yeah, that would be my only change. Yeah, and then like, that's just cosmetics, but a little bit of line weight probably here to add the 3D feel. Yeah. I feel like this probably would be a bit more straight, but like, I don't know, like, we don't really know what's underneath that jacket, but I would assume it's more like this, based on like this angle in here. But honestly, it can be anything. But yeah, nonetheless, Jared, you're like ready. Like, turn those lanes into beautiful planes and move on to lesson 2. This is all really, really good. Okay, so I'm gonna save this for the Discord so you can do those changes before doing the planes on top of it. So yeah, great job, Jared. You're still ready. I give you my blessing. Move on to lesson 2. Okay, great job. Keep going. Okay, next up we have Felix. Okay, heyo, Julia. Last week you told me I can step up to lesson 2, watch the first videos, and I know I'm not ready for this shit, so I decided to hang around here a little longer if this is okay. Oh, this is so funny. I'm gonna show it to, I don't know, Alexis. This is literally so beautiful. Because like, I always brag that, like, all the stuff that we are doing is like so hard that sometimes I wish that I was just in lanes. Okay, that's so funny, so valid. I love you, Felix. It's so funny. My question: can I do something to improve my lines? I practice my lines every day. I try out different brush sizes and different opacities, but do you have any other advice for me to get better? I think they can be smoother. We'll see. I hope my lines did not get worse since last week. Thank you so much for your feedback. Have a nice one, Felix. So that was last week. Yeah, this in here. Yeah, like, man, like, they were ready. They are still ready. Unfortunately, still ready. Still ready. Still ready. I don't know, but like, you will have to like it. What do I give you feedback on? Okay, so maybe let's talk about the lines, but they're literally like what I want from them. Yeah, I feel like don't stress over it too much. Like, your lines for now are like, whatever you're doing, it's enough, you know? So if we like think about the lines, right? Like, Angel had this little diagram, like, you're where you need to be. Like, I wouldn't recommend you like experimenting with any kind of line variation for now, because this kind of lines is gonna be like really beneficial to you in lesson 2, you know? So I don't want to really like cloud your mind, your judgment with some more smoothness, silkiness, or whatever, because there's gonna be time for it and it's gonna be in lesson 3. So for now, for both lay-ins and lesson 2, your lines are like perfect. This is exactly what I would expect in planes as well. So, you know, just keep doing the line exercises and they're gonna just like gradually get better. And then when you get to lesson 3, we're gonna like really like talk about them and like so-called make them smoother. Okay? So I'm really sorry to say that, Felix, but you're still ready. You still have to move on to lesson 2. So, you know. So yeah. Your lines are good. I don't really have much critiques. They are all lesson 2 ready, you know. So unfortunately, move on, watch all the videos, and submit for the lesson 2 live stream, Felix. You know, a great job. You're still ready. Okay. Next up is Amkit. Hi Julia, last week you asked to work on the nose of 3/4 view and also to work on eyeball and circle on the chin of the side view. Have a great day, thank you. Okay, so that's last week. The nose and 3/4, yeah, definitely we don't want the little other side, it's unnecessary. And then for the side view, yeah, the ball, like, it should be, okay. Okay, and now we here. Really good, really good. This one also really good. And this one, amazing, actually. Yeah. The only thing I think in here is like I would push this nose to go a little bit like this so we can avoid the awkward space. See, so you know, instead of having like this awkward space in here, the the eyeball is now overlapping this connection. Okay, so that would be my only critique in here. And then for this one, it's also like feels really solid, although there's some things I would like to address. Because, okay, so in this guy's face, this is what's in here. This is actually the corner of the jaw, right? So if the overall perspective of this is something like that, something, okay, that's good enough. And if we take this, see, like this is like not exactly like this, but that's kind of like the other corner. So like this is one corner of the jaw and this is the other corner. Like something about his face structure happens to make it this way. So the silhouette of this would actually be how you had it. So this and then this, and then like instead like simplifying it, I would add this little saddle corner in here. So that would be it. And I feel like your chin feels a little short. Like I feel like his chin ends here, and I don't know, like yours ends similar, but why does it feel so short? I don't know. Yeah, and also like his jaw is like really like, this is practically like upright, and then this is like really long, and there's like this really strong corner, and yours feels like more tilted like this, but it should be like that. So let me see if I do those changes, it will like, because like right now I feel like this is a great lay-in, but doesn't really give me the vibe of this guy on the reference. And it's pretty important because like if you don't even have the feel on the lay-in, it's gonna be really hard to make it look like this guy. But overall, like I really like your lay-ins. I feel like they are really good actually. So here, let me produce this little thingy. Yeah, like immediately just looks exactly like this guy. So interesting how this can change so much. Okay. Okay, so that would be before and after. Let me fade it a bit. Yeah, I feel like that should be it. Yeah, okay. So, the takeaway is that you're really close, you know. I feel like maybe you're actually ready. Yeah, like this one is so solid. Oh, the first one is also really solid. So yeah, I think like you're like you're ready, you know. Just, you know, when you're gonna move on to lesson 2, like start paying attention to all the little angles and like specific things to the reference, okay? So this is something you can like keep on working, but I feel like this is good enough for you to try out some lesson 2. So I'm gonna save it for the Discord, Ankit, and just, yeah, move on to lesson 2, but like be careful, you know, with the subtleties, and a little bit what I also want to mention is like this, like you did it perfectly on the tracing, and then something happened on the freehand. Like this should be smaller, so more like this. Okay, so I'm gonna save it as well, so keep that in mind for the planes. But yeah, move on to lesson 2. Be careful with the second circles. I pay more attention to the silhouettes. Okay, so great job, Ankit. Keep going. Next up we have Alba with no message. So that was last week. Okay, the free model, and this is this week. Front. This is 3/4. This is front. Whoa, big brain. Okay. I feel like you have a tendency to make the head shapes a little bit too big. So especially this one. You know, his head is not gonna be that big. So that's more like what he gonna have going on. So before and after. Okay, so before and after. No, so first of all, the head shapes are really important stuff. And then the other thing is the eye area. So see how even when you're tracing, like the eye area is not defined by the eyebrows. It's the like you ignore that. So this is how you do it. This and this. That would be your entire eye area. This, and then you do this, then you do that, this, like that, and then you do the whole nose situation. Okay, so Alba, really great works. But like for next week, make sure that you like this is following the same angle. So I don't want to see those lines tilted different ways, because right now this one is like that and the other one is like this, and it's supposed to be straight. And then for the heads, like they need to be way smaller. So I'm gonna post the comparison so you can check out just how much too big it was. Okay, so I'm gonna save it as way, Alba, so check it out. Okay, in here it's pretty good, but you're missing the second circle, like this circle in here, like you're missing it. So make sure you include it. And in here it's again the head shape, it should be smaller, more like this. Okay, so overall you're doing pretty good, Alba. Just keep going. Make sure like you're not, because like I feel like what you did, you mistook the skull for the shape, for the hair. So like top of his skull is actually here. Okay, so yeah, good job. Just keep going with it. Make sure you're making the head shape smaller. Avoid the different angles and like avoid the expressions in your front. So I don't want to see this. And yeah, other than that, you're doing pretty good. Just like work on those issues and keep going. Okay, great job. Next, and like lastly, we have the virus from Aiden. Okay, My god, you wrote it. Okay, Aiden, okay, like, I don't wanna see all of this, just like one. One is enough. So, one, Aiden. And that's enough for me. Okay, so Aiden says, hi Julia, do you see any improvement of the proportions? I hope next week I could invest more time. For now, this is my progress. As always, I am grateful for your guidance. Thanks and have a great day. Okay, this is really funky. I really like this. Okay, have a great day too. So that was last week. Yeah, like the structure pretty good, but the lines not so. Wait. Hold on, so you did the same? Oh yeah, this is actually, yeah, like way better. Okay. Okay. And this one. Wow, this one has like a huge difference. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, now it's getting better. So what I would change here is like, first of all, your eyeballs, they're a little bit like eggs now, like, or more like deformed potatoes. And we want them to be perfectly circular, right? So you want that. And here as well, we want the perfect circles. And these are not perfect circles even, but they are definitely closer to what we are shooting for. They would still need refinement though. I like just more circular circles. Okay. Then this was pretty good. Okay, more confidence in your lives and lines and like less messiness. No, like see how this just looks really rough. So like fade it away like that if you're not sure, and do like one confident line instead of a bunch of these ones. So fade them away and do just one line. Okay. So Aiden, my biggest advice for now is to clean up your lines. So if you get to this point, right, you just take the blade, like take the razor, in my case it's a brush because I'm over painting, and glaze over the whole thing till it's like, you know, like almost invisible. And then you build it up, you know. So I'm gonna do like a split in here, and I'm gonna build up one side. So for example, I'm gonna build up this side. See, and I'm just like focusing on making the lines pretty. I have like no focus on anything else than making the lines pretty, because I have all the structure already like figured out. So I'm just out here making sure that this is the prettiest, prettiest lines I can produce. And I'm trying to execute everything with as little lines as possible, because that's how you get that pretty look. By the way, this needs to connect, like on this side, the other side needs to also connect. Okay, so okay, so I think I made it too inky, so I'm gonna fade it away a little bit. Okay, so that's kinda what I wanna see from the lines, you know. Just want them really clean and clear, no messiness. Okay, so that would be my example of how I want the lines. See, so before and after. So I'm gonna save it for the Discord, Adam. And I want you to try to match my lines on the other side. So get rid of any messiness, you know, try to execute as much as you can with one line. So yeah, that would be it, I think. Yeah, so first of all, the eyeballs, perfect circles, and second of all, fade away your lines and make them, like, I don't want to see, they're really messy right now, and I want them clean like this, okay? So I saved it for Discord, so check it out, and keep working on your lines, okay, Aidan? So great job, do that, and we will see each other next week. So finish the other side, okay? And that would be everybody for today. So thank you so much, guys. A lot of good progress today. Congratulations to everybody who passed. Everybody else, do whatever I told you to do. And we will see each other next week, okay? Thank you so much, guys. Bye.